Hello, hello. Let's test the volume. Or the sound, that is. Always gotta make sure it's not being all staticky. I think I've got a good, like, kind of rhythm down to make sure it's not, though. Well, I mean, I always make sure to, I guess, like, replug my mic before starting. But yeah, gonna play some more of the Minecraft Evergrowth map. I'm thinking I might try to, since the last one was a bit shorter, I might try to finish the part of the map that I started and the next part, but we'll see how that goes. And start recording. So far, I have not forgotten to record, which is good. I still don't know for sure if I'm actually gonna try to make a video out of it, but I think it could be fun to try to do that. Yes, this. Music is off. And brightness moody. It is called moody. I think last time I was talking about it, I thought that was just what 30 was called. But no. Indie. That's... It's interesting because Minecraft is owned by Microsoft now, so it's no longer independent, but it started as an indie game. So it kind of still has that identity. I also don't know how much they necessarily benefit from being owned by Microsoft. I feel like for the most part, Microsoft just kind of pushes them to do things like the Bedrock Marketplace. But I mean, I think stuff like that probably is helpful at some level, even if it doesn't feel very consumer friendly. Well, anyways. Evergrowth. Oh. Right. Where did I come in from? Was it here? Here, yeah. See, last I left off, I guess pistons were just introduced. as a mechanic. So that's interesting. Now what is that meant to accomplish? Whoa. That's dramatic. Right, okay, I guess the way this is set up, there would be no way for me to get a block here to be able to push it myself. So I do need to use this to make that happen. So probably start with something like that. Well, maybe not yet. So I want to do that. Move that there. That there. And then do that. Yeah. There we go. Seems pretty simple, that one. Just kind of getting you familiar with the mechanics, I suppose. Now this one, it's already active, and then you deactivate it. That's interesting. Oh. Or... Right, I don't know what happened there. Oh. Ah. Hmm. So I might need to do that first. Ah, okay, I see. So I do this one first. And then this one. And now I can just... Oh, come on. Hmm. now how do you go about that? Because pushing that there, well, it doesn't help on any front, and then I can't get it back. I mean, yeah, I can do that, but then... I don't think there's any way for me to get it back there. Oh. I wonder if there's any spots for me to drop blocks down. I thought I was being so smart. That seemed like a pretty simple puzzle. But now... I don't know. I don't think I can use the piston to my advantage in this one. I think it's just meant as an obstacle. Is there any way for me to get this block here while the piston is extended? It does not look like it to me. So I don't think I'm allowed to move this one. Which then makes it feel like you would need this one to be taken care of in advance. But then, how do you get this one in? those two in. And then it's just like... what do I do about that? Hmm. This has the same kind of issue of like, well, it has other issues, but I still couldn't push this crate out here without pushing this crate. So it would have to be this one that it's like here. Like I could, yeah, I don't think there's really a reason I couldn't put it there. But it doesn't change that at all. I mean, I'm curious to see what happens when you do this. Oh. It breaks. Interesting. 'Cause yeah, that was impossible, but you can actually break the pistons. Well, I think it was impossible. Very interesting. You know, I guess that's why sometimes you just gotta try stuff. This all looks like a lot. Oh hey, this is that room. Now what's up with these? I guess those are... Yeah, I think these are also pistons. Page. To Management, Dr. Stenham. November 14th, 1964. Subject, read now. Blank nose. Come to the conference room now. Signed, A. Bernard, Head of Finance. I've read that before, right? Yes. Oh. So that's why the first page is over here. Interesting. So I guess this puzzle is doable now. And this page, I think, makes a bit more sense now in this story. I'm trying to pay attention to what's happening with all of that. It doesn't exactly seem like the main focus, but I mean, it's an adventure map, so it's like it has a story that it's trying to tell. But of course, I think the main thing would be the gameplay itself. Sorry, but do you know who the head of finance is? I'm supposed to deliver the invoice to them. You'll be looking for Adrian Bernard. Office is right next to the garden warehouse. Ah, thank you. I suppose I'll interact with him more often. Yeah, and Blank is the inventory manager. Report to them when you run into any problems with missing crates. Does that happen often? More often than it should. You'll see. Well... Oh, what? You can fix it. Okay. That's almost more interesting. I did not expect that at all. Oh no, this is fun. Oh. It would appear it still requires some finagling. Am I doing this right? I don't No. Okay, here. Push this there, and then push that there. Yeah. I don't want to lose access to this crate. I don't know if I have a choice. Okay. I think... yeah, I saved the crate. Oh. Interesting. Oh. I see. Do I see? Yeah, I guess that crate was always on that side. You know, I think I do understand. Do I? Ah. can just push this plug over here. Like, it's fine that it's against the wall if I can get this crate out of the way, but I need this crate over here to keep the pistons down. So I need this away from the wall. If I just push it over like so. That doesn't really do me any good. Can also push that down. But I think that may be for a later puzzle. Or I may need to wait on that until I've completed the puzzle above. Although, how am I meant to do this? I need 2 plugs and 2 crates. Tis perplexing. And all of these are sectioned off with stairs, so you can't really share blocks between the rooms. Unfortunately, I went through all the effort of saving this crate, but I don't think there's really anything I can do to actually utilize it. I mean, maybe that's not necessarily true. Although no, I don't think I could use these battery blocks to carry it over. Oh, wait. Oh. That's... I guess that makes sense. I expected it to be all of them and not just the one. doesn't seem to help me in the way that I hoped. I wonder if for that room I first need to unlock that other door. Or, I don't know, I feel like that's what you would be unlocking by completing the puzzle. I don't know. Well, this should be doable. If I could somehow be on top of these pistons when it raises up. I'm sleepy. Oh. Why was I thinking I could push 2 crates at once? I was imagining like I can use one of the magnets to push this crate across. Far enough to be able to, you know, utilize it. But that's simply not how that works. No, I could push the crate to this block here. But then all I could do is push it back, and then all I could do there is push it back again, and it would just be stuck there. There'd be no way for me to maneuver it anywhere else. Grr. Pretty much the only thing I can do with this is just push it out of the way. But then I can't get that over. Oh! Right. I wonder, maybe I wasn't trying to push it from under these because I kept thinking like I can't push while on top of stairs. But under stairs is different. Okay, well, there we go. Now, this part might be a little tricky. Push that there. And then I can get it like that. And then I can do that. Oh, not that. That. And just keep finagling it. And there we go. Now, oh, I was gonna say I can push that back. I don't think I can. Or maybe? No, yeah, it's... Once you're up against these, you can't get it away. This is equivalent to being pushed up against a wall, essentially. Oh. Yeah, I can push that back down there. I don't know if there's currently a purpose in me doing that, but it is available. I mean, that's not even... It's not even one magnet. And then it would get pushed down right here. And I could push it there and push it there. But it wouldn't have, again, I keep calling them magnets. It wouldn't have the plug. It wouldn't have the battery. That's the word I want to use. It wouldn't have the battery. Here, this might be obnoxious, but what if I reset? Is it still completed? Well, it's marked in my inventory. It is. That's surprisingly generous. How did I do this again? Maybe it was like that. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's not... That's not what I'm actually trying to do right now, though. Oops. Yeah. Now I can do that. I wonder, I'm guessing if you were to move the battery away before the whole puzzle is complete, it still... it would unpower it. It wouldn't hold the charge like it does after you've completed it. So I don't think you could use this one battery for both. Now where else would I possibly get this other battery from? It feels like it has to be this crate. But I recall there's no... I don't think there's any way for me to get it right here to like catch another battery. Now the best I can do is right there. I push it out there and it's stuck there. Push it there and now it's up against that wall. So it's just stuck. I also wonder if maybe was this even possible? thought maybe I should put it in the far left corner first, but I don't know if that's even possible. Okay, it is. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll just leave all of that as it is. I don't know, there's another crate and more batteries here, but I don't think I can get them across. Well, what else is over in this area? Oh yeah, was there something over here? Oh, it's just this again. Well, there's one more. Is that... That might be the puzzle that I was just trying... That might be this puzzle. Yeah, I guess this is where you continue on. Oh, maybe it's this. Blank nose. Interesting. This seems a little tricky. So I think probably I want a crate on either side. Or, well, I want a crate on one end. And then I want to get one of these batteries on top of another crate. On top of one crate. And then push that on here. And then put a crate here. And then I can push those onto the other single crate. But I also need just one crate on top of another, so I could also just start with that part. There are 2 extra crates here. Maybe we start with separating these. That there. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, well, I've got the big one. That seems like it would be the harder one to take care of. So now what? I put that there. Maybe if I do this. I don't think that accomplishes anything. Yeah, I might have needed to do the smaller one first. Okay, let's try this. maybe not in that order. Okay. So do that. Now do that. Which is weird. I don't know if that's a good thing. It's good to have the batteries on top of a crate, because they both need to be on top of at least one. The question is it possible for me to get 2 blocks up to be able to push one off? And I don't know that it is. I didn't think about if there's any ledges anywhere that is a bit lower hanging. It doesn't look like it. It's all at least 3 blocks tall. So I can do that. And then like this is the really weird part. So I get a battery like that. I push one up like that, and then I can do that, and then just, oh. Well, that's not good. That would have worked if not for this ledge. It would have pushed this up, and then I could have pushed this over and just pushed that onto it. Oh, well, maybe, yeah, maybe this one is fine as it is. And then same idea, but with this one, yeah. I think this is something I had in mind earlier, and I just got a little tunnel visioned on the 4-block tall one. And I don't suppose anything else has opened up in this area. Like a door. Yeah, this is not counted as part of this red section, so I don't know. Very peculiar. Bird! I told you, the both of you. This was inevitable. Calm down, Mr. Bernard, Dr. Stenham. Please go back to your duties. We can't have you absent for too long. Did they tell anyone else? They haven't. I'm pretty sure I've managed to make them keep it to themselves, at least for now. Good. They think they solved the puzzle. It'll be easy to keep them in check now. Are you sure? If not, I will deal with it. Was that all? Oh, it's that ladder that I couldn't go up before. They're not gonna let me push a block down there, are they? I don't think that would help anyways. Yeah, that's fine. I can always go around the long way. And now, this door is opened. This one is still closed. The stripstone is looking very green. Curious. Hey, that's the... Oh, that's the pattern that I just completed. And this is the first pattern. And is this meant to be the third? Well, this plug is looking a little different. Oh. What? Why does that go twice? Oh. It's the doors. Okay. So I wonder if there's two doors that opens. Now why aren't you moving? Oh. I see. Oh, there's a slab there. Are these the changing leaves? The color changing leaves? Or are they just purple? Question mark? I'm a little colorblind. I'm genuinely not sure if these are purple or blue. Okay, well, what is that one open? It's not either of those. Is it that? It is that. And it goes off twice every time, which makes me think there might be two gates that it's opening. And this is where I've already been. Which I guess I got here before through this way. something over this way. So then what's the significance of this being open? I do have one immediate thought. No, that's still closed. Very strange. I don't think I ever even recognized that this gate was still closed. That gate never opened. Well, seems like I ought to go through this one. I'm kind of surprised they didn't change the footstep sounds for this. I think they would be able to. It seems like it should sound like stone. Although, I don't know for sure what the intent is. Maybe it is meant to be more of like a powder. Probably, actually, considering how this crate looks. Oh! Yeah, it might literally be snow even. Okay. Wild. Okay, where am I trying to get this? Is it right here? Seems like it. So I guess I need to get it here then. I'm just going through in my head where it would end up from being pushed in all these different ways. I guess there's not much harm in just actually pushing it around. Now I'm guessing if I push it that way, it gets stuck. Yeah. So it seems like it actually seems pretty linear so far. Does it get stuck over here? It doesn't. Although I don't think that changes where it ends up. could push it over there, though. Oh! I did it. I mean, I'd already gone through in my head, like, where it would end up on the obvious path. It would eventually get here. And then the only way to push it would be here. But then that's just back in this row. That was very interesting. Important memo. Reminder to the R&D team by Dr. Stenham. In order to clear up the confusion expressed by some, please remember the following. The tree has been here since before you started your job. That is all you know. You do not work on or near the tree, but on other unrelated experiments. Do not try to explain more. Visitation to the tower is not allowed due to safety concerns. No exceptions. When in doubt, excuse yourself and leave the conversation. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't sound sketchy at all. Of course, that certainly hasn't been the first hint or clue of this place being off. Oh! Sneak rate. So I need a crate. I need to push 2 crates here. One here that'll fall in this hole, and another that'll stop on top of the other one, and then I can push it forward. And so I guess both of these, I'm trying to accomplish the same thing. Oh. Well, there's one. Okay. need either of these crates to be stopped in any of these 4 tiles. And then I need to be able to push the other one into it. Seems simple enough. Like so. Yeah. To management. Dr. Stenham, February 14th, 1965. The year went up. It might have went up before. I don't remember what year it started in. I feel like it might have been 63. Subject, inventory problems. It has come to my attention that blank has instructed the inventory staff to report any missing inventory item. Oh. It has come to my attention that blank has instructed the inventory staff to report any missing inventory to them. This is exactly the sort of thing I warned was warning you about. We need to put a stop to this before it gets out of hand. Signed, A. Bernard, Head of Finance. Oh. No. Ah! I've fallen. Oh. I can go through there now, though. You think I'm not just gonna immediately go back up? Not that it'll do me any good. Bird. Oh. Oh no. Ah? Yeah. One gate opened. Oh. I don't think that's what I wanted. I can do that. I was just gonna slide back over. need to do, I think, get it there. Oh. Tricky. Maybe here. And then here. And I can do that. And then that. Ah. That's interesting. Because each of those, it's like, if I had to push them an extra tile, then it wouldn't work because it would slide across. It would push the other one and that would slide out of place. But it's built around pushing them in circles like that. So it just slides across and it's no longer an issue. Very clever. Water. Any secrets? Salmon? Wait, can you drown? No. It doesn't seem like it. That's good. That would be very awkward. It doesn't seem like there's supposed to be any way for you to die in this. Oh no. Okay, what's the objective here? Plug. Oh, there's something here. Most people have heard that if you heat up a substance, its particles will move faster. This assumption is not entirely correct, as it is actually the movement of those particles that results in what we call temperature. Heating up your cup of coffee is simply giving its particles more motion. Conversely, slowing down those particles will lower the temperature. This is where we set the concept of absolute zero. This is where we get the concept of absolute zero. There we reach a point where nothing moves, and so nothing can happen. Perfect order. Reaching absolute zero is an impossible feat, not figuratively, just actually impossible. We can get close, sure. There's all sorts of fun things there, like super fluidity or super conductivity, but absolute zero? Never. Why? Because of entropy. Entropy is often defined as the amount of randomness, or chaos, in a system. At the lowest temperature, particles no longer move. They cannot interact anymore. No change means no chaos. But entropy does not like being reduced, and it really does not like absolute zero. Is it possible for me to get up there? It doesn't look like it. Ah. If I had a block here, then I could walk up to here, but I still wouldn't be able to go up this part. If I had 2 blocks here, then same problem. I can have a little look-see though. Flower. It doesn't look like there's any other way in. So it seems as though there's something. Should be some way. Do I also need to get a block here? Well, I feel like this might be important. That seems intentional. So I'll do that. I keep hearing an occasional sound. I wonder if that's... It might be like a Twitch notification or something. I don't know. Anyways. Well, if I push this here and then... Oh, that stopped sooner than I expected. There isn't good. There is definitely not good. And there is also not good. So that seems like a dead end. But if I push it there, it just falls in. How troubling. Push that there, it falls in. That might be okay. I can push it over here. Yeah, so that's probably where that's meant to go. I don't know if I wanted to push this as well. But it is maybe okay. Push that there, and then onto here. Pushing that there doesn't do any good. So I suppose over here is what I want. Probably not that. It would take 2 more for it to be level, so I don't think that's good. Oh. Does that sound again? We can push it there. Is that good though? I mean, now I can do that, but it's still not lined up for the socket. I don't think I want to push that over there. Well, maybe putting this over here is for this. But again, this doesn't actually let me go up. Can't put it over there. That seems like the only place for it to go. But it doesn't yet seem to do anything for me. Let's send this back over here. Now how would I possibly position this the way that I want to? It seems like I need to get the plug within this line of blocks. Specifically, probably right here, which is lined up with this, but how do I get it to stop? It's like I would need 2 blocks right here. That doesn't seem to make sense. Ah. Pushing this over here. If I could get the plug in the same spot, then that would seem perfect, except this. I can't push from right here. So it needs to be here. But not here, because then the plug ends up here. I don't know if it'd be possible to use this crate at all. It doesn't seem like it'll let me do anything else with this one. Although this is a weird thing. So I can push that there. And I can reset these without affecting these. I don't know if that necessarily does me much good, but it is a thing. I can send that over there. And then I can do that. But then that just goes in there. I can send that back over there. can do that. Ah. So there's one. Oh, and that's 3 gates open. I could just move on. So I can probably now reset this. Although again, I don't know if it'll actually do me any good. That's obviously not helpful. Is that just how it started? That might honestly be how it started. I could do that, and then I can put this over here, but I don't think I can do anything with this. I think I just sent it in a circle. Yeah, I did. That's no good. I wonder. If I could, without getting any blocks stuck in this corner, if I could send the plug over here first, and then I put it there, and then I send the crate here, then I could push it here, and then potentially maneuver the battery to where I need it to. I'm gonna try resetting this. So right there, not good. But I can move it there. And I move it over there. Oh. Now how do I get the plug here? Yeah, put the crate there. I want that. Pushing it in there isn't good. I think I do have to put it there. I think it has to go like that. But then what? Because that's not what I want. That doesn't work. I don't know if these crates, having a crate here would even help here. If I move this at all, then like that just ruins the whole thing. If I was theoretically able to push the plug down here, I'm gonna just be pushing it back into this corner. If that was even possible, I don't think it's worth considering. I don't know, I can push it here, which I think it's just stuck. And I can push it here. Which now we're just doing the same kinds of things. That seems like my only options. I don't know if I'm missing something with this. That's not good. The battery needs to be here to catch this. To catch the crate. Okay, actually maybe. Maybe I do need these crates. And that didn't close the gate. I'm gonna stick to it being this one that goes down there. I think that's better for it being a temporary option. Now how did this work again? Was this where the battery or the crate started? I keep forgetting. Oh. Hold on. Did my stream end? I think it's still going on YouTube. What has happened here? I guess I'll try stopping stream and then restarting it. It appears to be struggling to even stop streaming, though. This is strange. My internet is not struggling. It seems like it's more on Twitch's side. I think YouTube is still going as well. Which is funny because I literally hit the stop streaming button in OBS and it still seems to be going. Well, the stopping streaming, or the stop stream button is just grayed out. I guess that's probably related to all those little sounds I was hearing earlier. This is so strange, though. I don't know. I might just have to stop there. Okay. I think I'll try exiting OBS, like just force closing it, and then see if I can restart from there. So I'll stop that recording. And then just close. Hello? Has this worked? It looks like it. It looks like it. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. I don't know how long the Twitch stream was down for. My internet has not been an issue as far as I'm aware. But my connection on OBS was just like dead or something. I don't know what that was about. I guess I'll start the recording again. I had to fully close out of OBS because I hit stop streaming and it just kind of grayed out and didn't do anything. Well, I was probably still working on this when it went down, so haven't necessarily progressed much. Let's see, I was able to get this crate here, which is significant, but I'm not sure how to get this battery to where I want it to be. Actually, how? How am I supposed to do this? This feels probably important. It's so weird because, like, when it gets pushed in here, this is just a corner and you're just stuck in there. It needs to go here, and then you can push it there, and then push it there, and then there and there. There doesn't seem to be any way that I can get the battery in that position. What do you want from me, game? I did complete this puzzle. I think that was probably caught on the stream. I'm not positive though. I don't know, it feels like I have to push the plug there. The battery. And it goes there and there and there. But then it either gets stuck in the corner or it goes here, and neither of those are helpful. Oh, actually, if I push that there, and then that there, and that there, I think that's what it is. Yeah, okay. Ah. So this was nothing, I guess. Actually, no, yeah, that's nothing, because I can still send that crate down there that way. And I still don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Well, did that even fill up this at all? I'm not sure. I did it for the sake of it. Oh. Is this pushable? It seems like it, but that is not a block that I recognize. Oh. Oh, great, a crate. Adrian. No, don't Adrian me. This is exactly what I said would happen. Management will deal with it if it comes to that. We're close. Just a few more months. You've been saying a few more months for a year, Dahlia. How long is it going to be? It's not easy, you know? Half our science equipment keeps disappearing, and we don't even notice. We'll get there. Don't worry. So these crates, or well, I've been calling these crates, but these like frames, I guess? They're lighter. Oh. That's interesting. Now, how is this meant to work? Well, I guess I do. Maybe I do that. But then that's just stuck, isn't it? Apparently those don't count. Oh. Why did I think I was just unable to move this anywhere else? How silly. Probably just need to move that there. Yeah. There we go. It's kind of overcomplicating that. As one does. Oh. Fancy looking staircase. It's very peculiar how that works. There we go. Interesting. What did I even just open with that? I don't know. Oh. So I'll probably want to put that there. Put that there. I don't think that's correct. So maybe I want to do this. That's not quite right. So I can use the chain quite powerfully to catch the crates. So I probably want to use that for this one. And so I need this crate to be here. And how can I do that? Like so. But then, of course, it gets stuck. Where's that sound again? Yeah, I need to try to learn what that is. Maybe I just need to do this in reverse. It might also work. I had to talk with someone for a second. Okay, so I think maybe if I do this, yeah, then that gets pushed. So then it lets me push that over here. Yeah. Interesting. They like making you go in circles. That's not what I want to do. if I do this? Oh, but then that's stuck there. Okay, push it there. And then push that there. I can push that across, put it there. I don't think I've done this correctly. Well, no, maybe this still works. No. No, it doesn't. This is strange. Does that sound again? Oh. Honestly, I'm not even sure what I did last time to get one of the crates back here. Alright, I guess it's just that. That's pretty simple. But then does it not only work for one of them? Well, I guess you can do that. Well, that does mess it up. That's not good. So like that works pretty well. But then oh, that doesn't knock it out of place. Oh, yeah, it's just that. Nice. There's so much puzzle. Oh, more gates, I see. Okay, so I need this crate here. This crate here. Put that there. Maybe that there? That doesn't seem correct. Oh. No, not quite. I like that these crates, since they're the same weight, they don't push into each other. That's good. Ooh, that's close. Feels close. But maybe if I could get a crate here and a crate here. I don't know if that's feasible, but I could push this crate into this crate and it would stop here. I could push it into here and push it into there. I don't know if that's possible though. It's probably important to do that. Or the other way around. This might be the only opportunity to push the light crates into each other. The only option with the main crate, I can push it there, and when it's trapped, I can push it there, which it gets trapped there, or if there's a crate, well, it does do that, and then I can do that, and that's interesting, but now both of those are stuck. Which isn't great. So obviously it just does that. I can push that over here. I'm gonna get stuck like that. Tricky, tricky. It feels so simple in theory. You know, you just put a crate, small crate here, and a crate here, and here. And then you just push it that way and that way. Actually, wait. I think that's exactly what you do. There we go. Oh, wait. Is this where this is where I came from. So, what was that other staircase? The layout of this place in of itself feels like a puzzle. Oh. I can just proceed if I wanted to. Now, what is this? I think. So you do that. And now, yeah. Interesting. See, it doesn't care that there's a block on top of the small crate, or the light crate. It still functions as a light crate. Oh. I'm getting closer. I must be. They're trying to get me to stop, trying to make the puzzle harder to solve. It just makes me want to solve it more. Dr. Stenham and Mr. Bernard have come by multiple times under the guise of a friendly conversation, but always asking me what I'm doing. I've been trying to talk to other employees. Most are reluctant to give even a hint as to what is going on. That's all right. I just need one breakthrough. Now what is all this? Secrets? I love secrets. Peak heat engine has already happened. It's all downhill from here, at least theoretically. Nicholas Carnot's heat engine achieves the highest thermodynamic efficiency of any heat engine. As for practical use, the isothermal process is far too slow to be of any value. As Schroeder puts it, don't bother installing a Carnot engine in your car. While it would increase your gas mileage, you would be passed on the highway by pedestrians. on thermodynamics, 3rd ED. This seems like a lot. And it might not be possible yet, because this feels very clearly like it's designed for something to be pushed all the way over here. So I think I'll probably have to go back to that. For now, however, I think I am going to call it there. I've got a slight headache, and sounds like I might watch a movie with someone. And I did more of this level than I did of the last level the previous time, in the previous stream. So I think that's pretty good. It kind of feels like things are getting longer, at least in the sense of like more challenging puzzles, potentially. I still do not have a whole lot of these collectibles. But yeah. I should talk a little bit about the upcoming Minecraft Live before I call it. Go to 10. I thought that might be Game of the Year, but it's in... Oh, I don't know what that's meant to be. But yeah, so there were teasers for Minecraft Live today, but they were a bit peculiar teasers because they were all regarding whatever's going on in Minecraft Dungeons 2 with the Deep Dark. And so the safe, well, that's definitely meant for Dungeons 2. And the safe guess is that it's just for Dungeons 2. However, it is the only teasers we've gotten yet. Live is only 2 days away. So, you know, unless they give us teasers for the next drop tomorrow, there's currently nothing else to go off of for teasers for the next drop. And they always do teasers. So there's definitely some heavy speculation at the moment that, you know, if we don't get any teasers for the drop tomorrow, then either they just don't want to tease it at all, or the teasers today for Dungeons 2 are also for the upcoming drop. Which, of course, that carries some heavy implications. If it does have to do with, you know, if the drop does involve opening the portal in the ancient city, I will say that doesn't guarantee a new dimension. This hasn't been part of that whole conversation for a while, but, you know, it's worth noting the portal opening does not necessarily mean that we get to go in it. It probably does. You know, it probably would just be a new dimension. And I think it almost certainly will be for Dungeons 2, but for the vanilla game, the portal opening could be more of just like a boss fight or something, which I think would be weird for the Deep Dark, but, you know, who's to say? But it will happen eventually, and it will be something. I am confident about that. I don't know that it'll be this next drop, or that it will be announced at this live or any such thing. But we will see in just 2 days. But yeah. Hello. Back for very, very tiny stream. Hopefully it's just continuing the one I just ended. That was very silly of me. I meant to stop recording and I hit stop streaming, and I said stop streaming, and I realized as I said it, as I clicked it, I meant recording. How silly. Well, I did hit stop recording. But yeah, just here to say, bye. Yeah, I should be back Saturday. That is Minecraft Live, though. I don't know if that is going to change anything. I will almost certainly not. It's not almost. I will absolutely be streaming Minecraft. I would want to be talking about Minecraft, so there's not much point in streaming anything else, I think. Might be more Evergrowth. I might just hang out on my survival world or something. But yes, that will be all for today. My sentences remain slow and broken up as always. That's okay. But yeah, I shall see you later. Farewell.